Okay, so I can appreciate Valve being less vague in this patch note, but there are a lot of different implications that they obviously couldn't go over in the patch notes, so that's what this is. The immediate implication when you read this is that if you set your binds to be subticked, that's the ideal way. So of course excited, I loaded up Mirage, went straight over to bench to bricks and started LJing, and I could not hit bench to bricks with the default binds. And then I switched to the D-subtick binds and I hit it third try. And a little bit confused, I took to Nuke for the flat ground to test out B-hopping, and I proceeded to find out that the D-subtick binds that I had just removed from my jump still provided an extreme noticeable advantage. So obviously this update had to have fixed something, right? So there's a ton of different like weird displacements that you can do this wall slip on, is what I call. There's a ton of different ones, okay? There's a ton of different ones, but I made a video on this one because I was really happy about it, and now it's mysteriously gone. Interesting. This obviously brings into question whether or not it was intentional that they added it in the first place. I really do hope it was intentional, but they really could have just been updating the textures in there, and obviously it's Valve, so we have no way of knowing. The fact that they make no mention of this getting removed in the patch notes isn't surprising to me whatsoever. This could mean that Valve had no idea that this even existed in the first place, but that doesn't matter because it's gone, and I'm set. On to better feeling news, I recommend subticking your shoot bind now. The default shoot bind used to feel incredibly bad in CS2, and there were a lot of reasons for it. First of all, there was a level of desync, even just from the client, like locally. If you ran without ping, there would just be a level of desync with the shooting. The flash and the gun moving and all of the animations for shooting would not be showing at the right time. And before, obviously, the fix was to de-subtick it, but after 7 or so bullets, there would still be desync with your spray. I'm not going to say that there's no desync now, but I noticed that it's significantly more responsive, and it feels a lot better on the default bind than the de-subtick bind right now. For me, at least. It's all personal, you know, you should load it up yourself and try. Okay, we all know my aim is awful, we can go back to the movement. So I was testing out my JB bind, and I noticed that having my normal crouch subticked with the JB bind itself de-subticked was the best way to go. Setting the crouch on subtick also seemed to help with my manual JB, so I'm pretty sure that's the wave. I'm pretty sure that's what you want. You want plus duck bound to whatever it is for you. For me, it's space, but I'll leave a more typical looking config in the description. There's also a long jump bind in the description if you want that as well. But most of these things are the same as before, really. Our big things to take away is you want to set your shooting bind and your crouch bind to default, and you want to make sure that you have the D-subtick binds for all the rest of them, because Valve only fixed 2 things, it seems like. And they also took away the they taketh pillar of Penibrit. Give it back, Valve, please. Please, it's good. It's not that bad for comp. It's not that, please. Also, this channel is undergoing a general renovation. You'll see more on that at some point in the near future.